You're listening to Holy Lives, Inspiring Stories. This podcast is brought to you by Paulines Multimedia. Discover the saints. Be inspired to live like one.
Welcome to Holy Lives, Inspiring Stories, the podcast where we bring to life the journeys of saints and holy individuals, past and present, and discover how their faith, struggles, and triumphs can inspire us to live with purpose, compassion, and courage today.
It's great to be with you all, and to kick off our very first episode, we're talking about a woman whose name is synonymous with compassion, a true giant of the 20th century.
She was small in stature, but absolutely rock-like in her faith. We're talking about Saint Teresa of Calcutta. She once described herself this way, and I just love this quote. "By blood, I am Albanian. By citizenship, an Indian. By faith, I am a Catholic nun. As to my calling, I belong to the world. As to my heart, I belong entirely to the heart of Jesus."
Wow. That one quote tells you everything, doesn't it? She understood her identity on so many levels, but the most important one was her connection to God.
Exactly. And her story starts not in the slums of India, but in a city called Skopje, now the capital of North Macedonia. She was born Gonxha Agnes Bojaxhiu on August 26, 1910.
Gonxha. I've heard that name. So what was her early life like?
The text says her family was deeply religious. She received her first communion at just 5.5, and she said that from that day, a love for souls was born in her. But tragedy struck early on. Her father died when she was only about 8, which left the family in a difficult financial situation.
That must have been incredibly tough. It's often in those early hardships that character is forged.
It seems so. Her mother, Drane, is described as raising her children firmly and lovingly, and was a huge influence on her vocation. By the time she was 18, Gonxha felt a strong desire to become a missionary. So, in 1928, she left home.
At 18, to leave your family and your country knowing you might not see them again, that takes a special kind of courage and conviction.
It really does. She went to Ireland to join the Sisters of Loreto, which is where she took the name Sister Mary Teresa, after Saint Teresa of Lisieux, the patron saint of missionaries. And just a few months later, she was on a ship to India, arriving in Calcutta in January 1929.
So her mission began. But she wasn't working in the slums yet, right?
No, not yet. For about 20 years, she taught at St. Mary's School for Girls. The text says her life in the Loreto convent was filled with profound happiness. She was known for her charity, her joy, and her incredible capacity for hard work. She eventually became the school's principal.
A happy, dedicated, and successful teacher and principal. That could have been her whole story, and it would have been a wonderful, holy life. But God had something else in mind.
He certainly did. This is the turning point. On September 10th, 1946, she was on a train to Darjeeling for her annual retreat. This is where she received what she called her inspiration, or her call within a call.
A call within a call. What does that mean?
It means that while she was already a nun, she received a new specific mission directly from God. She described an overwhelming experience of Jesus' thirst for love and his thirst for the souls of the poor. He told her, "Come be my light," and revealed his pain over the poor being forgotten. He asked her to start a new religious community dedicated to serving the poorest of the poor.
That's incredible. She was already living a life of service, but this was a call to go even deeper, into the places no one else would go.
Exactly. And it wasn't an easy path. It took nearly 2 years for her to get permission to start. But on August 17th, 1948, she walked out of her beloved Loreto convent for the last time. She traded her traditional habit for a simple white sari with a blue border, the same habit her sisters wear to this day, and entered the world of the poor.
I'm trying to picture that moment. The fear and the faith it must have taken to leave a stable, happy community and literally walk into the unknown with nothing.
Her first day in the slums is just stunning. The text says she visited families, washed the sores of children, cared for a sick man lying on the road, and nursed a woman dying of hunger and tuberculosis.
She didn't start by creating a big organization. She started with one person, one act of love at a time.
That was her entire philosophy. She started every day with the Eucharist, and then, with a rosary in her hand, she went out to find and serve Jesus in, as she called them, the unwanted, the unloved, the uncared for. Soon, her former students started joining her one by one.
And from that small, humble beginning, the Missionaries of Charity was born. The growth was explosive, wasn't it?
It was. The congregation was officially established in 1950. By the 60s, they were all over India. By 1965, they were international, opening houses on every continent, even in communist countries where faith was suppressed. She also founded branches for brothers, for contemplative sisters and brothers, and even for priests.
It's a testament to how one person's yes can ignite a global fire of compassion. The world obviously started to notice. She won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979.
She did, but she always said she accepted the awards for the glory of God and in the name of the poor. But there's another side to her story, a heroic side that no one knew about until after she died.
Oh?
For almost 50 years, right from the time she began her work with the poor until her death, Mother Teresa lived in a state of what she called the darkness.
The darkness? What do you mean? She always seems so full of joy and light.
On the outside, yes, but inwardly, she experienced a deep, painful, and constant feeling of being separated from God, even rejected by Him. She felt a profound spiritual emptiness and longed for a connection she couldn't feel.
I had no idea. That's staggering, to serve God so radically while feeling like He was completely absent from your life.
Exactly. And that's what makes her sainthood so profound. Her service wasn't fueled by good feelings or spiritual consolations. It was fueled by pure, raw, unwavering faith. She chose to be God's light in the world, even when she herself felt only darkness. She mystically shared in the desolation of the poor and the thirst of Jesus on the cross.
That just reframes everything. It's not just about what she did, but the internal state in which she did it. That's true heroic virtue.
It truly is. She continued her work right to the end. By the time she passed away on September 5th, 1997, her sisters numbered nearly 4,000 in 120 countries.
She was given a state funeral by India, an honor usually reserved for presidents and prime ministers.
A testament to how much the nation loved her. Her tomb immediately became a pilgrimage place for people of all faiths, and the church moved quickly, recognizing her profound holiness. Pope John Paul II put her on the fast track to sainthood, and she was canonized by Pope Francis in 2016.
What an incredible life. So, as we wrap up, what's the one thing from her inspiring story that you think can help us live with more purpose, compassion, and courage today?
For me, it's the value of small things. She always said, we cannot do great things on this earth. We can only do small things with great love. We don't have to be a Mother Teresa, but we can all find someone in our lives today to offer a small act of love to.
I love that. And for me, it's her example in the darkness. It's a powerful reminder that faith isn't about feeling good all the time. It's about choosing to love and serve even when it's hard, even when we feel alone. Her life proves that it's in that persistent, faithful love that we truly become a light for others.
Beautifully said. She truly was a pencil in God's hand, writing a love letter to the world.
Thank you for joining us on Holy Lives Inspiring Stories. We hope the story of Saint Teresa of Calcutta has inspired you today.
Be sure to subscribe wherever you're listening and join us next time for another journey with another incredible saint. Until then, go out and do a small thing with great love. And remember, discover the saints, be inspired to live like one.